Hi, team. This is George. We have an excellent week coming up. Just wanted to kind of scroll to it and give you a quick overview. For week 7, we're looking at culture and emotion, and culture does play a part with emotion and precisely how we express that emotion. So our first, we have 4 readings: a culture of psychology of emotion, cross-cultural understanding, and our facial expressions. Now you'll notice here there's 2 that say they are culturally universal, and this one says it is not culturally universal. So you're going to see that even within this article, quite a bit is still culturally um, universal, but there are parts and pieces that pertain to specific cultures. So it's important that we know this because as we've been going through our past 6 weeks, that we're on our 7th week already. Can you believe that? It's hard for me to believe that. Um, but as we've been going through, we've been looking at emotion. We've been looking at our schema, so how all of our past experiences and our past what we've learned build how we see things now because it acts as our filters. So it just goes to me, it kind of makes common sense that the way we express our emotion will be partially determined by our culture because that is how those are the filters that we use to process everything. So it kind of makes sense that that would be something that happens. So it's going to be a very interesting week as we read about it. And our discussion is also going to be on culture of emotion. This time in particular, it's about if you read anything that kind of stands out to you regarding culture and emotion. I know I spent quite a bit of time overseas while I was in the service, and there were very much differences in culture, of course. I was in all sorts of places in Asia for the most part, and the way emotions are expressed and everything were quite a bit different. So there is something about culture and emotion. You can see it as you were there, even though I was had no knowledge of psychology at that time. It was obvious that how people express their emotions uh, was different coming from a cultural standpoint. Even what I found interesting is even I spent time in the Philippines when you know how we say "ow" or something like that, do that quick expression like we uh, cut our finger or whatever may happen. Well, instead of saying "ow," I say "aray," and I found that amazing because all this time while I was growing up, I thought "ow" was a natural thing, but that came from my culture where they had a different expression. So I just thought that was a very neat thing to be able to see and be a part of. So I hope you are enjoying these 7 weeks so far, and I hope you enjoy diving into culture and emotion.